We are on the other side of the White Castle this time. White Castle Lake right behind us. And we're going to do another workout. Follow along and we'll go through another procedure again. It was a rough day out there on the slopes. I feel pretty awful. My body is in a lot of pain and screaming from the inside. But it's not going to get any help. It's not going to get any help. It's going to get worse. And that is a lesson in perseverance that we're going to go through together here. So if your body is also screaming from the inside, screaming for help, make sure not to give it any. Just keep powering on through and follow along with me. And better days are around the corner. Okay, we're going to start with a plank here, but a modified version where we're kind of hanging off of the ground. Imagine you're a shopping cart and the four wheels are your feet and your hands here, and you're just getting pushed around the grocery store, probably a regular grocery store like Giant. Out here it's called Fry's, and you have kind of a lackadaisical customer looking for deals, maybe stopping at the deli, seeing what's at the hot bar, maybe looking at that macaroni and cheese. There's that little cup, but there's also the big cup that you could get, the big cup. And that's when you can start to get pretty large quantities, like 1.5 pounds, maybe even more. You're just that little shopping cart getting pushed around the store, but right now you're parked outside of the hot bar while the customer is contemplating. And that is this position. We'll take a little break here. That was number one. So, back into the shopping cart. No break. Right back into the shopping cart. But you're going to throw a little curveball here. You're going to let those wheels kind of extend in the back. That's right. Your shopper doesn't know what's going on here. What kind of shopping cart is this? Sometimes you get the ones that have kind of the little flailing third wheel in the back that isn't turning the right way. It's kind of a neglected shopping cart, but you can still push it all the way through the store. That's what you're going to be right here with these little kicks. We'll do about 4 more. 3, 4. Back to the center. Ground yourself as that shopping cart. Couple breaths here. Feel that pain radiate through your entire body and back to the center. Okay, that was position number 1, that modified plank. Maybe crack your back a little bit. Feel that herniated disc kind of press up against the nerve, radiating pain down to your extremities. That's totally normal. And back to the center. Okay, let's see, what are we going to do next? Let's do a few knee push-ups, that upper body strength. So you don't need to do a full push-up, just the knees is fine. Do about 15. Do them nice and slow so you can feel every muscle in the chest kind of light up. You have that bamboo stick going right through your asshole and up to the back of your head, stabilizing the core. That's right. We're halfway there. 9, 10. That stick is keeping things straight. My chest is really burning right now. Ugh. And one more. Little curveball there. Bonus push-up. Okay. We'll do a couple sets of that, but rotate back to a plank in the meantime. A lot of the same muscles as before, just to increase the difficulty here. But we'll turn it to the side so you can get a look at your scenery wherever you are. So here comes, let's see, that was my right. You do want to go to one side. It could be your right, it could be your left, but you'll want to do both of them. That's how this works. We'll do 15 seconds. Take in your surroundings. And find a focal point somewhere out there on the horizon. Maybe concentrate your energy on that point, feeling the muscles in your obliques firing up. Very good. 2 seconds. 1, 2. Come back to center. We'll hit it with the knee push-ups again. We'll try and do 3 sets of these. So 10, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't get any easier. No, it doesn't. Life just keeps getting harder every day. You wake up in the morning and you realize that it's just not as easy as the day before, but you don't have a choice. That's how this works. Okay, and now the other side. Raise the arm up, find that focal point on the horizon, stare into the soul of that focal point, if it has one. Boy, my arm is tired, can barely hold me up, ready to collapse, just like my self-esteem. But that's why we do these workouts, just keep things floating. Do 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the center. And boy, my upper body is just killing me. But we're gonna do 1 more set of those knee push-ups. Okay, bamboo stick is engaged. And a 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 10. 6, 7. No bonuses this time. 8, 9, and 10. Nice and slow. Okay, so we'll transition here onto our backs into the hugging the sky position. As we covered last time, that is a necessary position to go into before transitioning to another position, which we'll do crunches this time, but try not to engage the head, just the core. Last time I noticed after reviewing the film that I had a lot of head action last time, which you want to avoid. You want to isolate those core muscles, even if they're not really doing much, and you're not getting the kind of compression that you're hoping for. You know, as life goes on, you tend to underwhelm yourself. You have these great high expectations of what you think you might do and where you might go, and you usually don't achieve those, just like these crunches. And it's important to just be real with yourself. You know, if you're not getting as high as you're hoping, don't make it look like you're higher than you really are. You don't need to do that. And usually it just leads to more problems down the road. Okay, and then we'll do a penguin here. So we'll do 10 penguins. That's quite a lot of penguins. Don't even have 1 penguin myself, but you know, gotta start somewhere. I do feel a fart loading up. Now, this might happen to you. It's been about 10 minutes, and the average human, you know, I don't know if I'm average or not, but I think we're past the 10 penguins. But yeah, you're just bound to have a fart loaded in there at some time during that 10 minutes. So what you decide to do with that fart is up to you. But sometimes are better than others for dealing with that situation. Myself out here, really nobody could give a damn what I do, which I find, you know, pretty fantastic, but also a bit strange, because I forgot really to bring anything with me to entertain myself, and here we are. Okay, 2 more what are these called? Sit-ups, crunches. There we go. We'll hold at the top here, feel those muscles, and go back to hugging the sky. Okay, now in front of me is a cholla cactus, and these are sharp as a devil. So you have to be really careful here if you have some sort of cholla cactus in the vicinity of your workout station like I do. But we're going to just do a little bit of fairy kicks here. Do fairy kicks for 10 seconds. 3, and I did just let out that fart. I just could not hold it in, and the wind has taken it into my face, which is very uncomfortable, but I sense that the sensation is leaving soon, hopefully. So that made things much harder than I was hoping. Okay, back to center here. All right, well, I think we're coming to a conclusion here. We will end here on a nice back brace restoring arch maneuver. So grab something like a book, or maybe you happen to have a nice stone of andesite lava sitting by, something that's not too sharp, and put it underneath the small of your back, and just kind of chill out here for. We're going to do this for about 1.5 minutes. You don't need to watch all this. Just kind of let your mind drift away in this position, allowing the back to relax, breathing, engaging different muscles inside of your core. Think of the muscles that you don't even know about or what they do. Kind of like one of those jobs where there's someone just sitting at the desk. You see them every day, but you don't really know what they actually do or what job they perform. But they're there. They're always there. This is like walking up to that person saying, "Hey, how are you doing? What are you up to?" Engage those muscles. And you'll be surprised at what they actually do. It might be something incredibly useful, a movement that you've long forgotten about, deep inside your core, maybe in the vicinity of your asshole. I don't know. It just depends on what you're thinking about. And let those thoughts carry you away to another place where you are perfectly relaxed. Make sure not to shit your pants. Okay. Sounds take you away. Feel good enough to fall asleep again. All right. And as they say, namaste, remove the brick from under your asshole. And thank you for joining once again. So,